Warning, this is a pest control video, and it will show pests being controlled with air rifles. If this is likely to offend you, then please stop watching now. For the rest of you who like these type of videos, let's get on with the action. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of P.P.P.C Pest Control. In today's video, I'm going to be testing the mako slugs against the JSB ADs. Before lockdown, there was a big hype about the ADs, so many reviews on them and a lot of people using them as gun porn. Oh yeah, they're so good. As I'm still testing the makos, why not see how they perform against each other side by side? I'll do some group tests. I'll also shoot them into water to see how they flatten out and shoot them into soap. But this time the soap is a lot more softer than it was in the last video. Before we dive into the action, I would like to say a big thank you to Lampeter Shooting Sports for sending us the pellets so we can do all sorts of tests. And I'm also not sponsored by JSB or Mako. These are tests I have tried in sub 12 foot-pound and they may or may not work in your rifle. The first 10 shot group will be shot with the JSB ADs. Just as expected, a nice tight group from the ADs. Now let's see how the makos perform. After taking a closer look at the results, I am surprised that the makos have come out on top. There ain't much in it, so let's take them out a bit further and see what happens. After pushing out the target, the JSB-80s have now taken a slight edge. Let's take them out one last time to 35 yards before seeing how they flatten out side by side. So far the score is 1-1. After shooting the groups at 35 yards, the 80s now have taken the lead. I don't think there's much in the groups, but if you win by an inch or a mile, a win is a win. The score is now 2-1 to the 80s. Let's take a look at the water bottle test. First up we have the JSB-80s. This test will be taken from 35 yards. I think this is a good hunting range. Both bottles are the same and unopened, making this a fair test. The entry point looks just a little bit bigger than the pellet. The body size looks the same, but the head has flattened out a bit. Let's run the same test again, but this time with the makos. The entry point is a lot bigger, but let's see if there's any difference. Wow, now that's impressive in sub 12 foot-pound. It's flattened right out. This shows why they shatter skulls on impact. The score is now 2-2. Let's run the final test with the soap, and first up is the 80s. These look the same results as the Bisley Magnums. The pellet almost passed through, and it looks ready to go back into the rifle to be used again. I do love JSB pellets, they're very accurate, and I use them in all my shooting competitions. As an hunting pellet, I don't think they're any different to the standard 10.34 JSBs. Maybe if they was running FAC power. The mako slug is given a lot wider channel, and they also stopped at half of the distance. The head has opened out a lot, and there is some of the tail end left after this test, but it just shows the slug is dumping a lot more energy on impact. Thank you very much to everyone who's made it this far in the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm not saying don't use pellets. In all of my videos it's all I've ever used, and they work perfectly with the right placement. The slugs give a little extra on impact, and I can't wait to test them on the squirrels. All the results shown in this video are the truth, and exactly how they played out. One thing you'll never get from this channel is bullshit or sales pitches. I'm not trying to start a big hype like they did with the 80s. I'm not sure what barrels these slugs will work in, so if you do decide to test them and they don't work for you, please don't blame the sheriff. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, not to miss out on any of my upcoming videos. I have also started a Facebook group, so please feel free to join. Thank you very much for watching, keep safe, all the best, P.P.P.C Pest Control, aka the Sheriff.